This video, we are going to focus on the third dimension of the meta impact framework, and that is the 10 types of capital. When I began looking at all the different models and approaches to multi-capital assessment, there were so many different types of capital, but I began tracking them and kind of seeing which forms of capital showed up the most in different models and approaches, which ones the least, which ones seemed, really important, what was the relationship between them, because there was a lot of overlap across these different models and maps. And I wanted to have as few types of capital as possible, but I also wanted to have as many as is needed to really cover the basis of reality, the basis of humans interacting with humans, the basis of the kinds of projects and initiatives that we're involved in businesses and organizations that are trying to have positive social impact. And that ended up being a list of 10. So just looking at our little card here from the wisdom deck, you can see that there are 3 connected to deep impact, 2 connected to clear impact, 2 connected to wide impact, and 3 connected to high impact. The 10 types of capital are health and human capital in clear impact, manufactured, financial, and natural capital in high impact, social and cultural capital in wide impact, and then knowledge, psychological, and spiritual capital in deep impact. These are the 10 forms of capital that we have built into the framework and feel that really cover the main areas. There is a number of other multi-capital models out there. They usually will use between 4 and 6 types of capital. And we've just found that's insufficient, that you really need to have psychological capital. Spiritual capital is also really important. And we break social and cultural capital kind of into 2 separate things. Sometimes people lump those together and call it either social or cultural capital. So we feel like we've arrived at a really nice kind of range of types of value represented by the 10 capitals that gives enough differentiation between the types of capital, but also situates it in a framework where there are a lot of integrated relationships between all 10 capitals. These aren't 10 different buckets to put something in. Often one thing can be connected to 2 or 3 different types of capital, right? So this is just part of kind of what I call the integrative and multidimensional thinking that is part of working with the Meta Impact Framework. We have various resources on the website that go into the definitions and the different kind of metrics associated with each of these 10 types of capital. 2 or 3 are associated with each kind of impact. And then we haven't gotten to it yet, but in another video, I'll talk about the 4 bottom lines and how each bottom line has 5 types of capital in it. The next video goes into integral data and the 3 types of data streams that we use to measure impact in each capital. I think that gives you enough of an overview of the 10 types of capitals, just helps you orient to how we arrived at 10 and kind of what they include. All right, thanks.